Hello. There we go. There it is. There it's working. God, I muted my mic when I walked out of the room. Whoops. Anyways, hello. Hi, people. Or at least just Dragon. Hi, Dragon. Let's see. Switch to Minecraft. Look at that. That looks a little interesting. It's fine. Probably because I'm in spec. To be honest, that's probably why that looks a little funny.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, Kerna.
Hello?
Heyo.
Hello?
All good, Dragon. All good. All good. Debating about the music. It was too loud, but now it's quiet in here. The Minecraft music was playing a minute ago, I swear. Let's do this one instead. We'll do that for a minute. And I might end up turning it off. That's the only thing I don't like about Minecraft music. I'm like, either play music all the time or don't. Like, decide, you know? Make sure that's... Okay, yep, no, it's muted. Cool. Dragon and I did a thing. So, we might... Well, Dragon built the farm. I just decorated it. You guys probably can't hear the music at all. There, let's put it there. Oh, yeah. I built it. I decorated the outside. Dragon built the farm on the inside. Whoop! I think it looks really cool. I had a lot of fun playing with the new wood, but I came in here because our mud farm is in here, and I want to do some things with mud today. I made quite a bit of mud yesterday between drawing stuffs and things. Like every little bit I would come in here and just put a stack through and then go back to what I was doing. So I have quite a bit more than what we put in storage room. I don't know. Where did I end up putting that? Did I put it in the storage room? Or did I put it in my... Alright, I have some in here. We're gonna need... No, we don't need that. We need that, actually. Some bricks will be nice. Doop, 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 doop. Let's see. What else do we need? Oh, I need to make sure I get some mushroom blocks. That's right. Today, we're gonna let my computer be mad about the storage room for a second. Ah, there it goes. Today we're gonna do a little bit of... Hi, Vix! Alright, yeah, no, the music's driving me crazy. Look, guys. I really don't have time for this. I really don't. My storage room. The frogs seem to be doing okay. Tropical fish seem to be doing okay. I'm keeping an eye on it because I had one die on me. Like right over here on the rock. But the population of fish seems to be fine. Minimize that so I can see chat better. What was I down here for? Oh, right. Mushroom. Mushroom. Aha. Perfect. Then I'm gonna see what ended up into overflow. Just to see. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of mud in here as well, which will be good. And a ton of blackstone. You can tell I built with blackstone. because it's a mess. But I shouldn't need any of that. Sweet. I just have to wait. It'll be over here actually. Grab some wheat. 3, 4, probably. That's a decent ratio, I think. This is so funny to watch. This is slime farm. Well, that doesn't work when you fall down there, frog. There you go. I don't understand how they decided they wanted to be up here. Like, really? Alright. Let's see, what else have I done since the last time I streamed off of this server? I'm trying to think. I know of one thing. But looking at it at night's gonna be a terrible idea. Defense. That's true. Excuse me, villager. We let the villagers out since the last time we streamed off the server, I think. Which is in turn part of the fence. Oh yeah, and we got friends. Dragon got them. Get back here. They're cute and they make fun noises. We have loose villagers now, which is fun, except I've had to, like, well, gate off our starter house because they want to get in. For some reason, they think they can pathfind through trapdoors, which is hilarious. There's a lot more fishermen than I thought there'd be. How did you come into existence? Unless I did that on purpose. Because I didn't think we had any... Well, I mean... I guess technically that's... Wait, no, that's a butcher. Most of them are farmers because I decorate with composters. Surprise? Surprise to no one. What is a fence? A dragon and I have both been working on. Yeah, plenty of decent villagers. Just wandering around, which is great. But yeah, this part's been built for a little bit. It's easier to show this off in spec. But we've slowly been expanding it. And, you know, we made it villager safe-ish. So we've just been going layer by layer and putting it in and figuring out, excuse me, the weird corners, whatnot. Still have to figure out what to do with the ends when it goes into the hill. I'm not exactly sure what to do there. Ah! Shadow! Yeah. Doing that. We put the bottom part in basically completely. Hi, Shadow! To keep the villagers in and the zombies out. And now I'm going to start putting houses in here at some point. We might get to that today. And probably some buildings over here. Not exactly sure what kind. But the other thing I did was right over here on this side of the gate. I made some fields of flowers. Well, not flowers. Fields of food. And that's why it's not smart to be out here at night. Because it's not... It's a little lit up. In this part, I think I lit it up decent enough that it should be spawn proof. Though I keep doing that. Dip, 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 dip. Boop, boop. It's better to just walk around it. Oh, good, Shadow. Oh, good. I was showing off a couple of the things we did, which you've all seen, so... Well, you've seen all of them, so you didn't miss anything. But yeah, if we go from... Like, we look from across the river. And kind of see what this looks like. Whoop! Stuck in fly mode. Let me out. There we go. I'm really happy with this. I really like the mud block in this use, and I'm excited to see how it looks. How I'm going to use it today. Hopefully it does what I want it to do. It should. All my testing and stuff in creative seemed to indicate that it was going to work perfectly for some paths. Because I've been trying to figure out, right? We have these two areas up here. One is sand, and then up here is terracotta. And the village here originally had sandstone paths. You can still see remnants of that. I kind of just left it in some places. But it doesn't really contrast that well with the sand. So the only time you know where the path is really is where the stairs are. Which, not very helpful, is it, villager? No, it's not. But then up here, in this section, you can very clearly see where the path is. While it works, because it doesn't work down there, it's kind of a weird thing. For me, I would like to have one kind of path in the general village area. So, we're going to try something. And I'm also considering turning some of this into sand anyways. Figuring out the terraforming. How many chickens? I don't know that we should have thrown as many chicken eggs as we did dragon. We have a lot of chickens now. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little bit down there, a little bit up here, and just see how well it works. I think this stretch is a good stretch. So we'll start here. But first, we need to make some mud. And I probably... Yep, good. I do have an empty shoulder. Should toss some of this in here. So that we can just not have crazy full pockets all the time. Or at least try not to. I will end up with full pockets still, but... Anyways, make a bunch of that. Boop, boop. So glad that we ended up doing the wheat farm so we had all the wheat ahead of time. That made makes making mud easier. So here's one thing. Oh, I forgot to get the stone cutter out. So in this case, I think based on what I tested, though I will test it again, I like the packed mud for paths more than I like the bricks. However, the packed mud does not have slabs, which is sad. But it's just truth. So, slabs and or stairs will have to come in brick form. So then we have to mix it in a few places so it doesn't look as crazy. Why did I place it on the path? Put that right there. So we have our mushroom blocks, packed mud, and bricks. This ought to be interesting. So I think... sound is so harsh though, but that's okay. I actually like doing slabs instead of stairs. We'll see. Like at actual stairways, I think the stairs make more sense. But here, well, I mean, the villager likes it. So I'm going to start by putting in the packed mud. Anyways, Shadow, Chrono, huh? How, Vixen, how's your days going? Not that I see.
Did you eat something?
Yes. Ooh, you planted stuff, Shadow. Cool, cool. What kind of stuffs? Wait, are these directional? No, they're not directional. Sweet. Okay, so that, kind of like that. I don't know, I think that works. Ooh, finally a bit of sun. Yeah, I heard you guys had a pretty, like, cloudy day yesterday. A little bit of rain. Oh, you posted some pictures and stuff in the garden channel? I will have to go look at that later. Wah! Not the terracotta. Just the mud. Yeah, I think this will work. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. But some herbs, and some herbs for Vixen, jalapeno, banana pepper. That all sounds fun. How my plants are doing? Okay.
Hey, look.
What?
Do I have to come into your room just to watch you play Minecraft and want something?
Normally, yes.
Well, I did have a question, but honestly, I was just gonna ask what block is that? Is that mud?
Yes.
Oh,
Like the last 15 times you come in here, you've been asking whether I was playing Among Us or not.
yes, because I want to watch you playing Among Us, and you never answered me when, so now I just come in here every day and ask if you're playing Among Us. And if you say yes, then I'll watch, and if you say no, then I'll come tomorrow and ask.
Alright.
But if you tell me when you're playing Among Us, I won't keep coming bothering you. I'll just wait till that day to watch you. Ooh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. See? It's genius. You just gotta think about this thing sometimes.
The only problem with using slabs is things then get stuck under the slabs. Yeah, I have to look. The garden channel is honestly one of my favorite ideas I've had for Discord channels. See, kind of the mushroom is the same color-ish, so it kind of looks worn down. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen more people use it, but I also haven't seen too many people using 1.19 blocks yet. Something like that, where it's a little bit of bricks mixed in, maybe less bricks. I think less bricks. Less is good. Except for around the stairs, because then obviously can't do much about the fact that I don't have slabs and mushroom blocks or packed mud. Look at that. The bot. It's like the bot knew we were talking about Discord. It's like it knew. I think that's gonna work. For this section, it'll work. Once you get up to go over here, it's like here where the stairwell for the temple starts. I will probably keep it sandstone. I still have to rework this staircase because it doesn't quite make me happy. But you know, one thing at a time. I hear an Enderman. Okay, Vixen, have fun in the garden. It's all good. I know I'm streaming earlier than I normally do, but I kind of just wanted to today. last day of vacation really for me, so you know, middle of the day stream. But thank you for the lurk. It is always appreciated. It's like technically, what I mean by last day of vacation, right? Technically, my last day of vacation is Sunday. Technically. But tomorrow I'm going to be out of the house doing things all day. More specifically, doing social things all day. And Sunday we will be driving. So, neither of those things sound like vacation to me. Except maybe the driving is kind of vacation, but not really. It's exhausting. So, see, this is what I mean. Why? You do realize this house has a door, right? Is this? Yeah, this one has a door. Silly villagers. I give you a perfectly good door and you try to get in the window instead because, yeah, that makes sense. Goodness. No. You know, I never did actually finish this path this way. Well, assuming it's still going to be centered on this. Go this way. Up. And then like that. There we go. Ish. Gotta make it one more wide. You shush. Hello. Welcome back. The puppy was good, so. Your puppy was good. She just chilled on the couch the entire time, basically.
Was whining.
Fine, yeah, but she does that every time you leave, so. Okay, llama, you need to move. 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 Yeah, I know. I just haven't taken you down to the llama sanctuary yet. I'm sorry. Just hasn't happened yet. I still have to rescue the one on the side of the cliff, I think. There's still one. Where is it? Let's see, military buildings there, so it's over this way. There's still one over here in a boat. But just there's still one over here in a boat. Oh, look. There's also now a villager in said boat. Okay. That rescue mission got more difficult. Can fill this in now. And then probably out to like here-ish. Like that. Alright. Now. Gonna make the rest of this into slabs. And we'll pull out the couple more stacks of mud, fill it back up with mushrooms. Don't know why I didn't leave the crafting table out, to be honest. because, like, I knew I was gonna need it. Alright. Close enough. Boop. No! Oh, I just picked up the haste beacon over here, I think. Is it that one? Well, I think that one's also haste, but that one's not close enough. That one is. 'Cause that's the main one that's got the regen and the speed. And then all the other ones are ones I've set up for digging that we haven't taken down yet. And or given the official blue laser beam of officialness to make it so that they're permanent. Boop. Boop, doop, doo. Trying to keep some of the, because it's almost like it's more packed, more walked on in the center, right? So that's where more of the mushroom kind of comes in, because that's where it's kind of the texture. It's a little bit more smooth in that. Give me back my box. I have to like grab the mud block before I put anything else in it, apparently. Doop doop and doop doop. Yeah, there we go. Question is, do the doors get passed to them? Probably. Probably. Just doop and doop to that one. Boop, boop, boop. And boop, 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 boop. Add in some mushroom blocks. Yeah, that's perfect. Boop. And a brick here. And one here. What? Nope, that wasn't a creeper. Phew. Dun. Dun. That is a great question, Cronoa. Why are you firing stone without a beacon? Because you don't have a beacon? See, now the Minecraft music decides to show up. Look at that. What's funny is we're gonna find a lot of different sandstone blocks. Sometimes slabs, sometimes upside down stairs. Sometimes all sorts of things. Yeah. Yeah. Digging is just one of those things, like, once you mine stone with a beacon, it's really hard to go back. Oh, Shadow. That's funny. Yep. So I think your world is a very new one, right? Cronoa? So I mean, it's not you don't need to completely revoke the mining and crafting license, Shadow. Otherwise, you'd have to take dragons and mine too. Because we dug the hole for drop leaf before we had a beacon. Yeah, a week old. I think you're good. Mm-hmm. Always, Shadow. Always. I'd be surprised when you weren't slightly trolling me. Like, are you gonna go in the house or outside the house? Make your mind up there, Shepherd. Goodness. Yeah, I don't remember which week we made Drop Leaf, like how many weeks in it was. But we dug out that entire hole without a beacon. And that was just like, yep, no, we're not doing that again. So then when we started working on Secret Project number 5 billion or whatever it is, we're like, yeah, no, beacons. Beacons, we must have beacons before we even think about this project. Yeah, cool. Oh, yeah, we also dug out the tree farm without a beacon. Right, because that was week 1 or 2 stuff, too. It's one of the first things big things we did was the tree farm. If I remember correctly. Which I could not be remembering correctly, but, you know. I forgot about the tree farm. Not because I don't, like, use it consistently, but just because I forgot. It's been so long since we did it. Yeah, that would have been nice with a beacon. Though, with a beacon, it's a little harder to do my new favorite type of mining stone. Which was the maze mining, where I would make it into, like, a maze. And then dig out in between the maze parts. That was fun. Still don't know if I drove Dragon crazy or not, but I was having fun. And the hole got dug, so... You know. Gotta go back and make more slabs, apparently. Doop doo. Right, you can't use a stone cutter for that part. That's true. I do on a consistent basis. This is true. Okay. Minecraft recipes. You could just stop being weird, you know. The recipes, not anybody else. Let's see. Boop. I wondered how long it was gonna be before I was no longer the only person on the server. Could have been a while. Oh look, for once the server actually waved back at me. That's the first time that's happened in like 3 weeks. Yay! Well, that's not what I wanted to do. You can just no. There. Still not sure exactly what to do here because, like, this transition is a little weird. We got something else we'll figure out today. I'm gonna get so many stacks of sandstone from this. It's gonna be a little crazy. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There you go. I honestly, I think what happened here is I figured out the stairs kind of after I had this building in. I had lined out, and I had a couple other things here, and then I redid the stairs with the stairs instead of just blocks, and then I was like, oh, huh, this turn here doesn't work because I think I had it turning this way originally. And I just never figured out how to fix it. Do I have any red terracotta? I do not have any red terracotta. Okay. And since I knew I was going to end up replacing all the paths, I was like, meh, I'll fix it later. And now it's later and it's not fixed. But since this is still a work in progress base, meh. I have time. Ish. There's so many chickens. Like, I know we did it to ourselves, but it's still funny just how many chickens we ended up with. Alright, let's see how much further we can get with this. Doop. I'm so glad. The mud farm, like, when I did the fields over there with the beetroots and the wheat and stuff, I didn't have the mud farm dragon made. Mud converting system. That's really what it should be called. And it was just like really annoying because I ended up putting a leaf block with water in the middle. And then just spam clicking with a water bottle on a bunch of dirt. And that took forever. Oh, look, I never filled in that corner. Oops. So at least this way I can just click and just stand there and I don't have to like aim correctly or not get mud, basically. And I don't have to spin around like a crazy person either. Boop. Well, okay, Minecraft, that was weird. Eh, that doesn't look bad, I don't think. That there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there will eventually be a path going out to this area. And another way to get to these stairs, probably. I just had to fix the stairs.
So that's what I'm doing to do that. Yep.
So now it's time to go back in with the mushroom blocks and the bricks and add some texture to the areas. I didn't texture yet. Oh! A little bit of haste right there, I think. Yep, and maybe so. It's breaking one too many, but alright. do, 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 do. There we go. Just I think that's gonna work well. I am considering how much moss I want to put in, like, this general area anyways, and our sand. But I think this path will definitely work. I may want to trim it with a half slab or something else to make it a little less flat. But one thing at a time on that one. I'll do this and let it sit and then come back. Because if I just do it all now, I may not like what I end up with. And I prefer not to tear down stuff I put up usually. I sometimes still do it, but I try not to. It's one problem when you build without like planning completely ahead of time, is you will end up having to tear some things down. Usually not, unless you do it right at the time. You don't usually. I don't. Then again, sometimes it happens. Am I hearing a minecart? Not close enough to the farms. That's weird. I shouldn't be hearing a minecart. Might just be the flames and the campfires. Do, do, do. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I know the other thing I did since I last streamed. There used to be a hole here. Most of the cliffside from about the sea lantern over was not there before. This all used to be open. It's not anymore. You can tell because it's hollow. But when we decided to put the wall here, I realized this big gaping hole that wasn't really oh. Wasn't villager safe. Apparently we have a problem. Okay. Let's see if we can fix that. Wait, nope, you can't make a boat out of that. Dragon, we have a zombie villager. Don't know how. Oh dear. Okay, you sir need to stay over here. Eek. We also apparently have an iron golem problem. Yeah, no, you probably heard me right the first time. We have a zombie villager. And I'm gonna have to get rid of this iron golem because that's a problem. Boop. Oh, I got logs. Alright, that'll work. Dragon, are there still apples and weakness potions in the farmer area?
What you doing right now, Cara?
Just I was working on paths until
Till the mobs started to show up.
one of our villagers ended up being a zombie villager somehow. Is there a dark spot? I might have left a dark spot over here. Let's check. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Not sure about the potions. Okay. Well, I mean, he's in a boat. Oh, wait, sunlight. Alright, first things first. Roof. He needs a roof over his head. And I need him not to punch me because I have thorns. He should be good now. Shush. Here, will you take... I don't know that you've been traded with. It's the other thing. When you're in a boat. I think if they're in a boat, they won't despawn. Would you rather have that? No? Alright, well. Let's do a check and see. Nope. Thought I did pretty good. I mean, there's red spots over here. I think we have some somewhere, Shadow. I haven't checked the potion room yet. It hurts my eyes to use this thing. But it's useful. I wonder if those are spawnable then. Might need another torch there. Yeah, I think they're one of the ones we sell, actually. But I just have to go look and find them. That's probably where it spawned, to be honest. Technically, can't we have one spawn? It's possible it's not one of ours. 'Cause I don't see a normal zombie anywhere. I don't see any doors broken down. There's an iron golem right there. Huh. Alright, well, let's turn the lighting thing off. And I will... Oops, nope, that's not what I wanted. Some exciting stuff. It's not what I thought we were doing today. I don't have a lighting block on me. Wait, there should be... in the wall supplies. Aha! Grab two of this. Okay. Let's go see potions. It's over this way. Past the throne room. Entrance is up a little, actually, on top of the throne room. There we go. Night vision, water breathing, strength, splash potion, and weakness. Just need one of those. Then golden apple from down below. Well, there's apples in that one. Ah! Okay, everybody else in here, good. I don't even know how you got in there. You can stay in there. I'm going to end up splashing myself when I do this. But that's okay. Ow! Noise is always so loud. Alright, now we just wait. I don't know how that happened. Because no, you would think I'd have also been able to find the zombie that did it. You would think. But the only place I saw that it was possible. Let me up. Fine, I'll do it from over here. Is right in here somewhere? I don't see any other issues. I mean, besides the villagers that just enjoy standing on the roofs looking down, and is the one in that corner still there? Probably. And whatever the heck this is. You know, I'm actually not sure how you're supposed to get to that door. I don't know that I actually made a way to get to the door. Funnily enough. Yeah, because we have night vision and strength and weakness. I just was wondering if there was some down below because I knew that was closer. Yeah, I didn't see any other places a zombie should have spawned. That's just weird. Like I said, it's also possible a zombie villager spawned. Technically. And then got in here somehow. Like, I mean, we have a fence, but it's not like this is impossible to traverse, I guess. Okay, that is funny. Our temporary stone cutter for the wall build. And Mason decided that was their workstation. Our sugar monster. All good, dragon, all good. I found it. Just waiting for this guy to de-zombie. But do I have the stuffs? I put all the stuffs away. I should be safe to go grab it and work on this section. Because he shouldn't despawn. I don't think he can. Because he's in a boat. But I want to make sure I like watch him to make sure nothing else happens. Like, you know, Iron Golem or something else. Also, we'll take to that section for staircase work. Because, I mean, there's a staircase here. Oh, or that happens. Okay, well, I did not foresee this happening. Or that can just happen and we move on. Okay. Well. I tried. Speaking of villagers. How did... What? Go on. Let a few more out. Man. Oops. We'll just let the 2 out. We'll leave 1 in there, just in case. Yeah. Nice thing is now that I re-engineered the staircase, they just leave right away. Ish. They can. There we go. Let's do this main section with the mud. I forgot to put the minecart back. Dang it. Let's put it right there. Because this path gets lost in the sand in a few places. What? Villagers, sometimes you guys are weird. We made a wall, so there shouldn't be anything scary, and yet, iron golems. Actually, this spur doesn't go that far. It goes weird. Do phantoms attack villagers? I guess that could be it. Yeah, I mean, they are scary and annoying. Don't jump down in there. That's just not a good idea. You're like, what? Why? Should all be sand. Oh, I forgot the slabs. And of course, there's only 1 slab left. The sunset's pretty. Goodness, I miss dynamic lighting. Well, I mean, it looks like it was just a 2-wide path. But I'm making it a 3-wide path now, so. Yeah, that already looks so much better. Oh, you can hear the allays. That's what they're called. Yeah, because your eye doesn't have to distinguish between the sand and the sandstone to figure out where the path goes. Looks so much better. Now here, it does change to a 2-wide path. I guess because of the way the stairs came out, I'm probably just going to keep it that way. We'll just, I also want to know who keeps opening this door, because there's nothing for villagers in here. Literally nothing. Oh, I was trying to figure out how you could hear them, and now I noticed certain puppy is barking. in the background. Didn't hear it the first time. But yeah, here it'll go. No wonder our iron farm doesn't work half the time. Not that it needs to anymore, but. Oi! You know what? I went around and I put beds in nearly every house. And these two still decided they'd rather hang out in the garden. And I don't even want to know. Look at this. Oh, guess what, guys? We learned it here. Villagers can climb cave vines. Why? Why this villager is climbing the cave vine? I have no idea. Well, yeah, we knew they could climb ladders, but yes, they can also climb ladders, for those of you who don't know that already. I remember asking that question because I was going to put some villagers in a boat I was building on the last season. And I was like, do they climb ladders? Because if they climbed ladders, they get out and they get down in places and out in places, and it just wouldn't have been good. If for no other reason than I wasn't that great at lighting up the boats. Because boats are a pain in the butt to spawn proof when you have to make sure nothing's level 7 or below. Or whatever it was. That was that. No, I don't think we got the new lighting mechanics. No, because that would have been 118, not 117. Would have been nice, but that would have helped a lot, to be honest. My entire cave would have been done so differently. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I got a resounding. Yeah, they do. They like to do that. So it's probably a bad idea. I was like, okay. Noted. Do not put ladders near villagers if you want the villagers to stay where they are. Granted, they can't open trap doors. So I could have, like, stuck them in the hold and it would have been fine. But I wanted them moving about the deck a little bit, and I don't remember exactly all the mechanics of it, but I decided it wasn't going to work and didn't move any villagers over there. Still need to do the stream where I walk through that base a little bit. Stuffs. Because I wasn't, well, I mean, I streamed a little bit at that point. And in fact, I have a couple clips from that base. They're actually kind of funny, sort of. The barrel one is still so true. Though this time it's composters. But, yeah. It'd be fun to go walk through it and show off the pieces no one really ever saw because no one could ever figure out how to navigate my base. I think every server tour, they just flew around it because you couldn't figure out the paths. And Rin was always teasing me about the amount of berry bushes. Berry bushes and bamboo made it a little difficult, just a little bit difficult to navigate if you didn't know what you were doing. And I remember putting up signs around my nether portal telling you where everything was because I put it in a cave and then everybody was just like, I'm lost immediately. And by everybody, mostly my siblings. But yeah, probably not the best idea. I really should have stuck with idea number 1 on where the nether portal was going to go, but the boat I built wasn't big enough, so. Because originally, so I ended up putting it in a cave underneath my storage system. But originally, I was going to put it in the boat I built on the dock. So it was like, you know, you were getting off the boat to come to my village. It was kind of the idea. But then I built the boat, and the boat was not big enough. And I didn't want to rebuild the boat. Ooh, I should get my shovel out. Okay, so for this one, I think I will still do slabs on this stairwell, but I'm going to probably end up doing not slabs, stairs on like that stairwell. Yeah, because like if I had built a boat the size of the one I built for Dragon, I would have had plenty of room for another portal. But I don't. I intended to then build a boat that big on my base once I realized I could. I never did. Actually, I planned on a way bigger one, but that never happened. For reasons. But I think eventually I might. Oops. I did not mean to tap out there. I might eventually go back to that world in creative and build the boat I meant to. And kind of finish up the story that I was telling with that base. If I really want to build a boat, you have an ocean I could build it in. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Well, to be fair, if I really wanted to build a boat, there's a lake right over there. I mean, I haven't built a boat in a while. It's not a bad idea, actually. But see, this base isn't going to have boats. This is going to have spaceships, which I'm curious to see how well that goes for me. I have a couple I need to figure out whether we want to just look up ideas or if I want to actually take a swing at making one. Because see, what's funny about the whole boat thing was that the first one I built was almost like, not completely, but it was 100, like, it was mostly just the Minecraft boat, like the shipwrecks or whatever you find. Just a little bit of me being like, nope, I don't like that block there. I'm going to fix it. And then, let's see, how many did I end up building? The other 2 or 3 I built on my base were completely different. What?
I just said hi.
Hi.
I don't want something all over. What are you building?
Pathways.
Mud.
Mm-hmm.
Mud.
Then the one I built for Dragon was just like, okay, let's get the general shape and let's just, I'm going to wing it and hopefully it looks right. Which the fun part was, though, I probably should have built a platform and then built the boat on top of it. Because you know that weird thing when you're in water with Elytra on? Where you're kind of swimming, but you're not swimming? That is so annoying when you're trying to place blocks. But if I took my Elytra off, then I would try to fly away from the drown that kept pestering me. And I would not be able to fly away. So, next time I build that kind of boat, where I'm going to be like putting something and then breaking it and then placing it, I will most likely build a platform around it, so that I don't have to deal with the the bobbing up and down in the water. Because that's just... It's not fun. You know what I just realized, Dragon? Both the projects you commissioned for me to do last season, I had to fight off trout. I mean, I didn't have to in the water barrel, but that was kind of part of the water tower. Not water barrel. That was kind of the same thing as the boat. I have to say that lounge I made was probably one of my favorite things that I did that season.
This is a cool head.
Thanks. There weren't drown in the house. That would have been funny. Just everything falling from the ceiling, which I didn't do anything to. I meant that the house was the only one that didn't have drowned. But like I said, that was like the same commission as the boat, so then... Though I think once we put the conduit in the lounge, it's basically I didn't have to deal with it. Then I just had to deal with the dolphins, which honestly were more of a menace. So they kept stealing my blocks, and I kept having to go steal it back, or just be like, meh, and not have my blocks anymore. Yes, this is looking... This is looking good. Yes, very good. Let's look at it from up here. Which one are you? Hantu? Mimic? Hi. Yeah, see, just like, imagine that, but in all of the other spaces where there are roots. That needs more texture right there, though. See, this technically... Ah! Shadow. Oh, goodness, Shadow. Oh. Well... That one's louder than the other one. I have 3 now, don't I? That one's louder. I'm pretty sure I have 3 because I'm pretty sure I have 2 sound alert ones, and then I have one sound booth bot one now. And yeah, that one's loud. Which is fine, everything's fine. Oh yeah, that looks much better. I probably should do dupe. So now comes the fun part. Let's make some more bricks. And make some more stairs. 33 ought to do it for this part at least. Is today the day I get phantoms, or is it the next day after this? That's the real question. Well, I mean, yeah, Dragon. I probably will get them both days, but I can't remember. I mean, I don't hear them yet, so I probably should do the inside of it so I don't have to figure out the edges. And we'll put this, and then boop, boop. So then the other issue is, well, oops, need to figure this out a little. I got enough sand. Leave that kind of like that, actually. Almost say, nah, we'll do that. Kind of like so. No. Alright, those are 4s, so this should be okay. Cool. That does look a little better, but it would look a little better. Even more better. Words. It's a little less symmetry. Like the stairs are built into the land, and this is the land around the stairs. Yeah, that works. There we go. I was like, I am loving Vanilla Tweak's Quieter Phantoms because they are so loud. You can still hear them clearly enough to know that they're there, but not so clearly that, like, your ears hurt. I had to be careful because I might not have done no gravity on this one. I usually do, so I don't have to worry about it. That doesn't mean I was thinking when I did that armor stance. I need to do a couple more armor stance around here, actually. Oh, look! Ew, there's a hopper. Oh, well, it's whatever. I still need to fix that. I have the information I need to fix it. I just haven't done it yet. Sentence that probably sounds familiar by now. Obviously, there's this path here that goes up to there. And then there's one that kind of goes up this way. That goes that way. So I think around this center bit here, we'll have kind of a perimeter of packed mud. From the edge on all sides. There's a lot of villagers in this square, I guess. That's good. Excuse me, Mimic. You know, I'm gonna have to name my LA Mimic from now on. I just feel like it's kind of just a fun, silly thing. Granted, I also feel like I should, from now on, if my first orange cat should always be Lava. Yeah. Hi, Hunter. See, the villagers agreeing with me. Yep. The question is, how much of the rest of the square should be mud? I know that this here, which is roughly marked out by the sandstone, is the path to this back alley over here. So that obviously should be mud. Which will transition into the granite and it'll work, I think. Might even work better than the sandstone does. I think. Just. Oop. I'm not removing this rails until it's nighttime. What? You all saw that, right? Jumped from up there, then used the amethyst block to get over the rails to become a leather worker? Okay. Okay. That's a thing that happened. So I almost feel like I should just make this all mud. But I don't know. I'm going to leave it as it is for the moment, and I'll come back to it. Is that hiding a light source, or is it just random carpet? I think that's just random carpet. You down for all mud? Yeah, that's what I'm kind of leaning towards, because really, right, that was the idea originally, that this is a square. Not an actual square, but like a town square. Selling plants here, cows here, and phantom membranes here. I don't know. probably should put a bell out here somewhere so they actually gather at the bell. Wait, that would be fun. Because, I mean, they're gathering at the well. They just don't know that. They don't have a AI for that one. Actually, I think this path will be... Whoop. One wide. Hey yo, Mr. Villager. Oh, yeah. I still need to fix that, too. Do I have... There. That corner's fixed. There was a creeper incident. Villager was not hurt, but his house got blown up. So. Which, honestly, I don't know how the villager didn't get hurt, but it did, so... I'm happy. Ish. Should put some sand right here because it looks weird that it's... Oh, that won't be able to be sand. That'll be able to be sand. What? It was a creeper. I didn't do it. So then we got this staircase over here. Oop. You know, if we're going to make that into a square, I might try to make it an actual square and then put a pattern into it, kind of like what I did around the temple fountain with the copper. Something a little bit like less fancy than copper, probably. But still, could be kind of fun. Maybe, I'm trying to think there's a color of glazed terracotta that would work. Or something, or terracotta itself. Kind of what I did in, speaking of randomness, I think that can be picked up now. We'll move this one back one. Yeah. Let's see. Come back to this in a second. If we go up here. So I could do something like this where I was trying to land on the stairs. Or there's just like a very high contrasty block. Makes it kind of work. I also, in this case, mixed in sand to kind of vary the textures a bit. Which I like. Because sandstone doesn't have any... It has a decent amount of like side textures, but not very many top textures. Which is a blessing and a curse. But in here... Oh yeah, I added the trapdoors recently. In here I used just different colors. So it could be fun to mix in like this color or something next to the mud and mix in some things. Yeah, I felt like the mangrove wood actually worked really well in here. I still need to finish all the granite walls in here now that I look at it, actually. Then again, I don't know if it needs it. I love this ceiling, though. This is one of my favorite things. I want to do this to all the ceilings now, but I can't. That would be unrealistic. Because, like, for a second, for all of, like, 10 seconds, like, oh, I should just do that to the ceiling of our cave. And then I was like, wait a second. You do realize how many blocks of leaves that would be. That would be too much. I was getting frustrated doing it recently in a creative project using leaves upside down on the ceiling. I can't imagine trying to do that in survival and being happy about it. However, I do think some sections will end up with a leaf ceiling. I may actually do it in part places in like the storage room gazebo thing. But I'm not doing the entire thing. It's not happening. You know, I almost should just bring the staircase this way. How would that work? Like, I know we've had it this other way forever. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, now that's... Wait. Well, see, that almost works. But I like this better. I'll just have to figure out something for this wall. Yeah. Even just that little bit here makes a bit of a difference, I think. Excuse me. Mimic. Yeah, no hidden light sources. Random carpet. Question is, you know what? I do think there is some random string in this corner somewhere. Unless I moved it. I might have moved it. I mean, if I didn't move it, we'll find it. Question is... Let's see. On this width, it kind of needs to at least go to here. I will leave the block the armor standing on probably for the moment. Look at that. I ran out of mud. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Should check and see if that... I should unlock it and make sure gravity's turned off first. Da, 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 da. See, it hits the building here. So the question is, do I still take it to here? I think so. Do, 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 do. Oh, dang it. I was hoping I'd get a little bit more of the railing done. Wish there was a better way. I wonder if we can just do the double carpet trick, but I don't know if that would look any better. Thank you, Karuna. Yeah, I really like it. Which means I'm going to have to chop more mushrooms, I think. So I gotta figure out where I'm going to do that. So I don't... Wait, if we have the pods all down there, I should be able to do it at the tree farm, actually. But it won't sort out, so... Yeah, carpet and sweet berries. Yeah. Yeah. And I have to see which color carpet. The issue really is almost anything will stand out a little bit, so I've got to figure out how to make it not stand out. Actually, I think for the villagers, it does work for the mushrooms. Cool. For the villagers, where was I going with this? We might still be able to do the magma blocks with carpet on top, but then I still have to figure out how to blend that into where you can't just go, oh, that's the villager prevention, villager, anti-villager mechanic. I would like, and unrealistic it may be, to be able to hide it a little bit. If one of y'all walked into a cactus, I didn't do it. Sheesh. I bet you somebody jumped onto that on the cactus. Villagers are like children sometimes, I feel like. Just get into trouble. But yeah, when 119 came out, I got into creative and I was like, alright, what blocks work with these and paths and what do not? And I tried a bunch of different things, and this texture was the one I felt worked the best. I'm still curious to see what other people will end up doing. I know some people have already done some stuff and I haven't like really paid too much attention. But particularly I'm curious what some of the hermits will do with it. Because sometimes they just, I don't know how they come up with the things they come up with. So I'm ready to learn how to use what like blocks in some other ways. But I like this one for paths. If I was doing like building out of it, it actually works really well with deep slate and like a gray block, which is weird because it's not gray. But particularly the bricks have that very nice blue tone. And I don't know, it's very fun. Well, let's see. I mean, see here if you look at it, kind of's got almost too much purple. Could work. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. It kind of would complement, I think, maybe work with the bricks. Now, I do think dripstone will work really well with mangrove because they have a similar texture, and this white color here is very similar to like the yellow color in the mangrove. So, there's lots of things to explore. Like, I explored putting jungle wood next to it, but it didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. But yeah, because I already am using, like, there you can see I'm using the dripstone with, like, the nether bricks. It works really well with the pink tones. So that's something I probably will toss together at some point, is a mangrove and dripstone building in here somewhere. Because I've got to incorporate, I want to have at least one building with mangrove wood as the, like, corner bits. Probably over there where I've got some more buildings to put in. Oh yeah, that just looks so good. I'm so happy. I don't need seeds. Yeah, if I pull this out, can't really see it there, but you can kind of see it. You can kind of see the yellow in that. And that actually works really well with some of the more yellow materials. It's interesting. But I am having so much fun with the 119 blocks. And I'm very happy. I will say the one that I haven't got to play with on the server yet is Skulk. And that one is one I'm really looking forward to because I think adding it in will end up adding some alienness to our base, which it kind of needs. It kind of needs some not Earth looking. Because right now, there's a little bit of the steampunk and a little bit of sci-fi. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Yeah, the ceiling out of the skulk making it look like stars is going to be really cool. But it needs a little bit more alienishness. I still haven't figured exactly how best to do that. But I definitely think the skulk mixed with some other things will help. At least in the cave environment for sure. I'm still working on how best to like do that here. Probably another plant. But I don't know what kind of plant. Yeah, a mob farm, a mob powered skulk farm. Yeah, words. Yeah, that is probably the way to go. Though, like I said, the issue you run into trying to figure out is how to make sure that it counts as a player kill. Because otherwise you don't get XP. But I think there's probably a way of like you hit them and then they fall down so many blocks and then they die on it or something. And then you have to figure out how to collect it. Yeah, piston farm it. I don't remember if Dragon ever scienced whether or not it breaks like moss does. Because a moss stone farm works really nicely, but I don't remember. It has to drop XP, and to drop XP, most mobs have to have been killed by a player. The player has to break the skulk. Yeah, see, that's the part I hadn't messed with yet. So that's what I'm saying. You could still have the drop kill them, but you would have had to have hit them first, I think. I think that would still count. That was the part I never got to really sciencing because when I was doing it in creative, which meant that if I put a zombie egg at the ceiling and it fell, it dropped XP. So then it didn't matter. But yeah, Dragon and I are still trying to figure out how we want to turn. We have a zombie spawner that's not doing anything. That might be a good use for it, but we still haven't figured out exactly how best to set that up. Because like Dragon said, if the player has to break the skulk, and the player has to kill the mobs, then I think we've already decided it's probably a 2-person farm. But then the other thing is like, where do you put that where it's not going to run into any issues with like running out of blocks? You probably still need a stone gen. Probably. So it's complicated. But it's going to be fun to figure out. And I'll be curious to see how you guys do it. Yeah, stone gen where the skulk forms. But still a way for the player to break it. And somebody at top killing mobs. Right, because they land, yeah. Yeah, see, it's almost death. Oh, yeah, that's true. You could. Yeah, that's a good point, because you could just drop them and then kill them. Yeah, and then you almost. Yeah. It's the design part, because you would need a place where you can hit them and then it spreads and then you collect the skulk, but stone. Yeah. Hi, Polter. I'm sure people have already come up with farms, and I'm sure there's a bazillion designs, but I kind of wonder if Dragon and I are just going to figure it out. And have fun with that, because that would be fun. But what I like about it, about like the farming mechanic of it, is that while it does mean you get skulk, they didn't make it as easy as moss to like get a ton of it. You kind of have to think through the mechanics first, which I think is nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what you guys come up with. Yeah, I think that works. And then do this path here. Yeah, I still want to use the zombie spawner because, like I said, it's sitting there doing nothing. It literally has no purpose now with the Enderman farm. And even if we don't want to leave the base, we just use the villagers for XP. Like, we don't bother with the mob farms unless we want the drops. So at that point, it's just taking up space. So then why not turn it into something useful? Right, guys? The other thing is going to be fun. Is getting these two to do stuff for us. Because they are a bit of a pain. Just a little bit. But I think Dragon and I both really want to get them to where they're adding some life to the base. On top of the villagers and other things we have running around. The chickens, the villagers, and the allays. Ooh. That would be interesting. That would be interesting, Kronoa. It would be. I mean, that's one way for the other team to know where you are, but still. That would be hilarious. Steal their diamonds. They didn't notice. Or if you could splash it with invisibility afterwards. But then you'd have to have an invisibility potion. Yeah, I know, right? Polter, who would name an LA Hantu? I totally did that. Just totally me. Yeah, see... Oh, I just think I just peeked my mic. Sorry. Yeah, see, that would work. That would be fun. Would be to steal things in the last battle. And I think if it has something, then you can't hurt it. But I don't know if other players can. Sorry, I'm turning my mic down just a little bit because I keep peeking it. There we go. It keeps going red on me. But yeah, that would be funny if you could have it either steal other people's golden apples or whatever. Or to just have it bring you all the diamond swords or... Yeah.
Long-term says it's 10%.
If nothing else, it would be chaotic and hilarious. Because they're not accurate throwers. So, like, your next door neighbor, like the person standing next to you might be the one that ends up with the potion or whatever, but it would be funny. It sounds like something I would 100% try to do. Just because. Why not? Do. Do, do, do. Yeah. Shame you can't. Yep, exactly. It would be funny if they could actually deploy items as well as just drop them. But see, the sad thing about them being able to place, drop TNT on people would be that given their AI, I feel like they'd end up dropping it on the wrong people and blowing themselves up in the process. But it would still be funny. Just not as funny. Do, do. Yep, get back here with my sandstone. Alright, fine. I'll break through the ceiling. And of course the ceiling stayed up there. What do you know? Get back here, ceiling. There. And put one there. And mushroom block. There. Perfect. Yep, now I just have to fix up this, which I might end up putting a granite and terracotta wall in there. Or I just might replace all of that with the terracotta, but we'll see. Is this part looking okay? Eh. I don't think I textured this bit. Whoops. Ah, I don't have any more of those. Okay. Why am I hearing a skeleton? Oh. That's why. Did I accidentally destroy the torches? Alright. Let's go get a light block. And I'm just gonna keep stealing from the wall project. The fence project. Not the wall. The wall was a different project. That was that project over there. On the other side. Yeah, this used to be a cave entrance. I still hear a skeleton and I don't know. Problem is if I go into spec I won't be able to find it because it'll despawn. Not there. Well, I mean I might be able to see where it spawned. Oh. Yeah, I didn't leave a torch in that room either. Whoops. Okay, just had to remember to do that at some point. It's not gonna escape and kill anything, so it's probably fine. Oh yeah, this entire thing used to be the entrance to this cave here. And down there, which is where we ended up putting things, but we put the villagers in the hole and then made the hole not a thing anymore. We covered it up. Which, when our base decided to glitch a couple months ago, was one of the first things I noticed. Was like, wait a second, there's a giant gaping hole right here. I thought we fixed that. Yeah, that. How many iron golems do you guys need? Sheesh. Villagers free reigning a village and all of a sudden they have to have a bazillion iron golems. I love the sounds these things make. They're so cute. So where this path splits here, I think it's going to end up turning into 2 wides both directions. Because this way doesn't have room for 3, really. I mean, it does. But because of this here, it doesn't. So I'll probably just turn this into a 2 until... Well, I might just do what it does now. Where it is a 3 at this point, but it isn't right there. Let me just curve around it. Though this part's going to be different. Ooh, the wall, the fence there looks so good at that. Like it brings in some depth and stuff to it. It's nice. But this way going through here doesn't really have room for 3 wide until you... Till you get to like here, and then it's kind of like it goes this way up to these stairways, and it goes this way to the path, to the door. Which will end up also having a path go this way for this stuff. It, honestly, I'm probably going to end up at least building another building here and here-ish to try to like make this a little less of like, why did they stop clustering the buildings on the wall? The tail right there. Because originally, that's where it was going to just stop and we weren't going to have a fence. Then we put in the fence and I realized that maybe, just maybe, I wanted to fill in some of that. Not completely, mind you. Not that crazy.
How long have you had these droids?
Hi, Jin.
They're up for sale if you want them.
Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, welcome in. It's a Jin invasion.
See his identification.
These
Welcome
aren't the droids
in.
you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
How was
You go about his
stream?
business.
You can
What
go
were you
about your
doing?
business.
Move along.
Move along. Move along.
Now you're here twice, Kurnoa. Exactly. Yeah, how was your stream? See, you were playing Minecraft. Very fun. Samesies. Speed running. Ooh, fun. Well, I guess that works. I am currently playing on the Parlor SMP server, and we are playing with the mud and putting in some mud pathways. Because these pathways were sandstone before, and sand and sandstone kind of blend together. So, we're updating the paths. Yes, welcome in, Stormy. How are you? Ah, yes. We have a mud farm that makes making mud so much easier. Thank you, Dragon, for looking that up and putting it together. So that's something I would have figured out. I think I should go show that off real quick. And I'll dump some things in here. You can tell how much path we've torn up by how much sand and sandstone I have. If we go over here, you can see I've already done a bunch up here. It looks so much better. Go down here. Try not to splat. Thank you. Try not to splat though, because Dragon does enough of that for both of us in the pond. I'm kidding. But I'm also serious. Though, I think this sign should say like 3 days since last incident. Yep, we built a little building. And here, we have a mud farm. So you just take some dirt, like so, place it against the piston. More like 7 days. Oh, that's true, because we've been basically playing all week. place it, and it makes it into mud for you. And then you just keep going. Careful not to hit the repeater. And then when you're ready, put this in here. You just break it, and the floor cleans it up. Boop. Yeah, about a stack at a time. I think it's like a stack in 12. And then it comes down here into these shulker boxes, ready for pickup. So that has made it a lot easier. And Shadow donated some dirt I've been using, because I just happen to have a shulker of it sitting around from her. And so yeah, I made like bazillion stacks yesterday in between drawing. So I've been using that. The server will let me fly to do some path making. We did most of the ones up here. I say most because I missed a section. Oops. And then we were working on this area over here. But especially in this sand area, it just looks so much better. You can actually see where the path is supposed to be, which is what was driving me crazy about the other path. But yeah, I'm loving the mushroom blocks with the bricks, with the packed mud. Once we get that going, because like the path goes through here, it's around here, and around the sword there, back around here. It'll define the areas a lot better, and like it should go through in there as well. That way towards the cow farm. But I'm starting to run out of mushroom blocks, which I know, villager. It makes it a little bit hard to put them in. But I can always go back and retexture later. Let's see, boop, boop. But thank you very much for the raid, Jen. Doop, doop, doop. Yep, okay. Everything's good. So what's nice about the doors, the trap doors that are keeping like the fishermen from getting zombified. So I can just do that. If it's a normal door, I have to like break the door, and I don't want to bother with that today. I still love this. There's a villager in here, which I should have guessed was going to happen. But the cat that's almost the same color as the boat was not something I could have predicted. Seriously, there's another iron golem. Those iron golems are going to drive me crazy. Really, they are. Yeah, you know, that'll probably work there. And there. Hi, Lucy. Oh, I ran out of mud again. I think I have worked through most of the mud we both made. Though I didn't go into deep storage, so I didn't touch whatever's in there. No, wait, I did. But I don't think I pulled any out of it. I don't remember. Definitely made a dent on our supply, but since this was its purpose originally anyways. It's all good. Hopefully we don't have another zombie villager. Don't hear one or see one over there. Rather not deal with that again. So it wasn't my fault that he died. Not completely my fault anyway. Boop, doo, doo, doo. You go. Yeah, I really want to know what's scaring the villagers so bad that they need to make iron golems, because we literally spawn-proofed this thing so much that there shouldn't be anything anywhere scaring them. It shouldn't be possible. That's not what I wanted. I want you over there. It's interesting because with dynamic lighting, that sword looks a little bit brighter. Okay, Jin. Go get foods. It's all good. Know how it is. See, in this part, I'm going to have to figure out probably not today. Because the sword's in a really weird position where it kind of needs its own square, like what we did up top over there. But there's a pile of boxes and some other things in the way of doing that. Do I want to do it like that, or do I want to just do a straight path from here? I think I just want to do a straight path. Boop. See, the villagers are breaking their own farms. Like, this was plot land with carrots in it. And they broke it. Silly things. And I think they've broken quite a few of these as well, because I didn't leave them. I left a lot more of them potatoes. Whatever. I'll go back through and fix it when it gets annoying. Yeah, that looks so much better. Yay! I remember when I think they said that they were going to make it so you could make mud out of dirt, which makes so much sense. But it also made me happy because that meant we could renewably-ish, well, not completely renewably, but we could much easier, it would be much easier to get a hold of a ton of it. without having to like destroy an entire biome or something. Now, could go destroy the mangrove biome. Could. Well, I'm out of mud. It's a lot of mud. Well, let's see. What should we do? Gotta toss a bunch of this into the sorter, obviously, because well, most of it gets sorted out, actually, except... I mean, we don't sort out the boats. I have Discord messages. I probably should just double check. Okay, nothing urgent. Cool. Just checking. What should we do? See, this is when I thought, oh, we're never going to get through all of this. So we should just... I'll just do mud for a couple hours. It's been a couple hours, and... I ran out of mud before I ran out of energy. Whoops. Let's put that away, at least. Am I missing a shulker? Why do I have this feeling that I left a shulker over by a project somewhere? I think I know where it is, probably. Or I just never picked up another one the other day. Let me go make sure there aren't just random junk shulkers over here. No? These are all supposed to be here. Blue glass, glass. Deep slate. Glass and deep slate. Okay. Anything over here need sorted? I mean, technically, yeah, that doesn't go in here. Don't need that. Doop. Could use more scaffolding. Most of this belongs to this project, though, which I need to finish, mind you. But... I'll finish it eventually. There's not much left to do structural, making it shapes-wise. I just have to detail the outside and work on the inside. I really like the tinted glass looks like without the borders. That looks really cool. Woo. I bet I just left a shulker up here and didn't get another one after. Making sure these are empty. Yep. Boop. And frog, move out of my way. All stuff I want it to be sorted. Yes. Empty other stuff out of my inventory. Then I think I'm going to see if I can find someone to raid. I think the person I wanted to raid is alive. I'm gonna go double check. Let's see. Where's the right view for that? Yes, that one. Now I need to just open a Twitch window real quick. Boop, doop, doop, doo. Yes, they are. Sweet. Good, it's muted. Alright. Let me... One of my mods could do the exclamation raid command, please. I would appreciate it. I can do it here in a second if not. I know you're both doing stuffs and things. Thank you, Shadow. But thank you all for hanging out. You're welcome, Shadow. I don't think I'll be streaming this weekend, so I will see you either sometime this next week, or if not, next Saturday, Dragon and I will probably get back to streaming together. But there may be a stream between now and then, as not streaming on the weekend is kind of sad, so I'm going to possibly try to catch up. You're welcome, Cronoa. But until next time, I will see most of you in one place or another around the internet. And I will talk to y'all later. I should probably start this. Yeah, this was fun, and I'm really excited to see what we get, like what Dragon and I do with some of the new materials in this space. It's made such a small difference already. So, with that, I will send you all over to Frilioth.